Hello everyone, welcome to the Ultimate Live. Christian's not sitting on a couch, he's actually...
Hi guys.
We're actually going to be looking at horses today.
Yeah, that's what's happening, right?
Yep.
All right guys, so I'm at Greg Urell's race stable. I don't know how many people are on. I can't see the screen, only Drew can see the screen. So the idea of this is we're going to go through a stable. We're going to be with horses and you can get to watch as I treat and also just ask any questions. We're going to go to two stables. We're going to be at Greg Urell's here at Clarendon Racecourse. And we're also going to be, there's Dave. Hi Dave. Anyway, we're going to be at Greg Urell's and also at Alex Ray, two trainers that I really like.
Christian's just getting a lead and we're about to go up close and personal with a horsey. Oh, hello. What's your name, horsey? Oh. Here he is.
This is the lead we got. Alright, so there are rules and regulations for me treating on the day. I'm okay because I'm not a chiropractor. We don't crack any horses. So because I'm classified as a massage therapist, I'm allowed to treat on the day. All we're doing with this horse is, we're just going to make sure that there's no soreness, there's nothing that's going to stop him running properly today. We're just making sure that there's no real issues. Hi, buddy. If you want to just jump through, you
yep.
Can jump through. I'll follow you. Just keep going around. Can you still see me okay from there?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. So this is where it's kind of interesting because, as people say, don't get behind horses you don't know. Now, actually, probably about 200 or 110, 120 horses a week that I don't know. You get a pretty good feel for them. These horses at Urell's are always in like absolutely beautiful condition. So, do we have any questions or anything coming up through? Or?
Not so far. Let me just scroll back through. Is this one racing today? Yes, Ryan.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so this one's running today. I'm not sure where. I don't have my details on me. I'm not sure where. But it's definitely running today. The only little thing that we've got is we've got a little bit... If I run my hand, I've got a dip here. These are the things that we can do on live with horses. If I run my back and I get this dip, Drew knows this is my Pandora's box, right about here, this area, tell me, right about this area. That dip just shows me, I'll probably go around this one so I don't have to turn it away from the horse. That dip through there shows me that I've got a problem in medial glute. So it's only a medial glute strain, which is the main butt muscle. So I'm just going to fix that up for him. So
Naz is saying, is that soreness through the back or is it just sensitivity?
It's a dysfunction. So if I get a reaction like that, I know that there's a muscular issue. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is its name Olney?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
How did you know that? Ryan, how did you know that? Is there a sign somewhere?
No. I'll know who Greg Urell's horse that's racing today.
Ah, Roger.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Bloody internet detectives over here.
That's already gone, right?
Fixed.
So I just want to make sure that it's next moving properly. We're going to move properly. Yeah, it is Olney. So the only other part, I'm so unused to you being so far away. So the only other part is all I'm doing is opening up a bit of the connective tissue to make sure that there's nothing impinging it or stopping it from moving. I'm going to swing his bum around, Drew, so if you want to just jump back.
Yep.
So you can see we've still got the same little bit there. It's only tiny, but it's this main big bum muscle. So this is the medial glute. It's where the power comes from we need for this horse to be able to use this today. And the actual bum muscle scallops into the background here. It's called the gluteal tongue. So when I dip into that gluteal tongue, I get a little bit of a reaction. The reaction I got on this one is like 3 out of 10, but we want to make sure that we fix it up. It's actually pretty good. How are we going? Are you reading as well?
Yeah. Ryan's going to put money on. It's $1.60 favourite.
There you go.
Let's go. Favourite.
Well, you know, if it's $1.60 favourite and it feels like this, we should be pretty good. But as you know, Drew and I are really shocking. We're allowed to swear on this live? No.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, it's
Drew
you.
and I are shit at doing anything that involves, like, predicting what's going to happen. And if I was good at betting, I wouldn't be doing this as a job necessarily. So, you know, who'll see. So, this colour is going to be... So what I'm doing here is I picked up the leg. What I want to see in a horse's leg, if I pick it up, is I want to be able to make sure that this fetlock touches the forearm or the digital flexor pretty easily. Yeah. If this stops here and we got a bit of restriction, then I know there's probably something going on in the knee. Yeah. I'm not going to mess with this guy, like I said, because he's racing. I'm not going to mess with him too much. I'm just going to jump into it from the other side, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
So, as little intervention as possible. You're being very quiet there, Drew. What's going on, mate?
Do you have any tips on an ex-racehorse thoroughbred mare who loves flicking and swirling her tongue around?
Oh, no. You know what? I think horses get a lot of habits, and it's not just thoroughbreds. A lot of people are going to say that thoroughbreds get bored, so they do stuff. I'm playing with this at the moment, right? Some of them develop little habits, and so unfortunately when they get these little habits, it's very difficult to get them out of it. And I'm going to say cribbing, wind sucking, all that sort of stuff. All that sort of stuff as well. So, no, it's very difficult. Probably keep it entertained somehow. But if you're doing things...
Xbox or like Xbox, PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, I don't have anything. Like, you know, there's in zoos and stuff, they talk about environmental enrichment, just giving them stuff to do. So maybe that'll take them out of the habit, but it could be a stress thing. I think it's probably just a habit.
James Dyer says he'll donate $50 to the live for a Lachlan interview.
Can't do that right now, sorry, James. He's actually working, and I'm working too, but, you know, $50.
One
if
down.
you make it 3,000,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do it. Hi guys, sorry. Maybe $3,000. No, we can't do it. Sorry.
Hey, he's coming out.
No. But yeah, just wants to feed up time.
Oh, nom-noms. Oops.
It's good of James to still be on, though.
Yeah. As a rider, is there anything you could do to avoid or improve better their soreness in the back?
Oh, as a rider, yeah, you'd not bounce on their back. It depends on what we're talking about. Make sure that you've got a good saddle. Make sure you're not bouncing on the back, that you ride light. So, yeah, absolutely. They could just ride well. You know, and it's not a case of being heavy per se, as like being like, you know, just not ride, making sure you ride well. Does that work, Drew?
Yep, that works
You
for
right
me.
with that?
Thank you.
All right. So we've done this guy. We're going to go to the one next door. Now, I don't know this next horse, so we'll see how we go, right?
Oh, he's just giving you a kiss. Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Hi. Oh, it's you.
John, your information is outstanding. Thanks, John.
Yeah, no worries, John. So the idea of this is that we help as much as possible. Now, this is a horse that I've never met before. Give me one sec. Yeah, I've not met this one before, so I don't know how we're going to go. We're going to be as safe as possible.
Yep.
Not too much longer.
This one's big. Now, how's your weekend, Drew?
Pretty good, thanks.
What'd you get up to? Happy New Year, mate.
Thanks. Well, I was at your house.
I was just making conversation, Drew.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't have
yeah,
to be like that.
Yeah, sorry.
Just be really mindful of this one, Drew. I'm sure it feels fine.
Yeah. I'll keep distance.
We don't know anything about it yet.
Yeah. Although we know that the fans do want to see us kicked in the head.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, not you.
No, not me.
No, not you, me.
No one to hold the camera.
I know, right? Cool. All right.
How often does he get kicked? Bold mark.
Twice in 20-something years.
Twice in 20-something years. But one... was your shoulder a kick?
No.
No.
All right. So we're gonna move this one over.
Hey, buddy.
Here's where we start getting interesting. So you can actually go to wherever you
Okay.
want to. Right there's good for right now, so you can see the reaction.
Yep.
So this is a horse I haven't seen before. Are you getting worried?
Yeah. No, I just didn't know he was there.
This, right?
Mm.
A little bit in the hamstring, shoulder, neck. All right. So this is a horse that needs treating. So I don't know if you all just saw that. Did it come up okay?
Yeah. Absolutely. Reactions everywhere.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to start treating it. All right. So all I'm going to start doing is, I don't know, it's weird being so far away, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start opening up the back. Opening up the fascia first. When you guys see me rolling my hands, this stuff is called fascia. This slippery stuff's called fascia. If you have any inflammation in the muscles, it dehydrates the fascia, and then what happens is the muscles can't slide over themselves properly. So we're going to go through this slowly. The first point that I'm treating is there's a big long isthmus muscle in the back. I've got my fingers at the attachment up into the spine. I'm just touching the muscle, and all I'm doing is tripping it out. This guy's actually been really nice seeing. We've never met him, and I've just really hurt him all over, like trying to find, because usually the assessment part is not nice for them, but I need an honest reaction so I can figure out what's going on for them. So, Happy New Year to everyone, firstly. Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Hope you all had a great New Year. This is going to be, like, hopefully more educational than me sitting on an armchair and talking to you all. So,
Thank you, Steve, the bee guy.
why?
Steve's sending many gifts to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank
Many
you.
fine gifts.
Now, we're not really sure about how the gift things work, but like we appreciate it. But what we'd like you to do is, while I'm going live, this is going to be a long live. This won't be a short one because we're actually going to go through all the horse and treat them, and we're going to go to 2 stables. Feel free to share this to other people so other people can tune in and ask questions. If you're in the States, we've specifically done this at this time because either if you're in America or the UK or Ireland or whatever, people will all still be up. So feel free to shoot Drew where you're from, etc., etc. And we're just going to go through and treat all these different horses and talk to you guys. But I want you guys to ask questions, right? I want you guys to be curious. I want you guys to actually interact with us. We don't want it just to end up being us chilling out and treating a horse, even though that might be interesting for my
Thanks,
now.
Grug Jones, the UK.
Hey,
Someone
Rob.
else shared the live. John, I'm in Detroit, Michigan, USA.
Well done. Thanks, guys.
Sarah from the UK. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to show you, I've already gotten rid of that dip. I'm going to show you the other side. That was the first one that we had. You can see on this side.
Yeah, got it.
We've already gotten rid of that. So we're just going to keep going through. From here, I go to the front. You can see, like I said, you can see all this, the activity in the front, right? These are all just muscular strains, dysfunctions, all that sort of stuff. the neck does not need cracking. It just needs all these little muscular bits. We've got like C2, brachiocephalicus, serratus, we have bicep, pec is a bit sore, triceps a bit sore. I'm doing trapezius at the moment. I'm using the anatomical names for the muscles. I'm trying not to confuse, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so you people can actually help your own horse. Sorry, Drew, you go for it.
That's okay, just more of where everyone's from. Kat says, incredible. Scoozy56 says, watching from Hawaii. Love watching you.
Wish we were in Hawaii.
Yeah. Tuned in from the UK, Tambo. Someone
my
gave...
brother-in-law's in Hawaii at the moment too. Sorry, yeah, go.
Someone gave a rose, so thank you, whoever that was. Sam says, always looking at your videos from the Netherlands.
Oh, wow. See, how cool is that? So we want to know where you're from because, like, it's really nice to, firstly, nice to know where people are watching from. It's just cool to know what your reach is. The other thing is, if you're just sitting and watching this live, while you're sitting and watching it, just smash the like button because what that does is it puts me on other people's For You pages. And so we can help as many different people as possible understand more about their horses.
Okay, so here we go. Mamma Mia says, love your videos, super inspiring, you're incredible at what you do. Eliza shared the live. Kimmy is in Oklahoma. Beck Jolin is in New Mexico, US of A.
Yeah, absolutely.
Suzanne, South Africa.
Yeah, wow, see, this is it. How cool is this?
Jump Elite is watching from Dubai.
Dubai, hi, Dubai. I'd love to get there.
Mamma Mia is in New York City. Wow. Kat watching from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Macedonia.
Isn't that incredible? See, this is the thing. How cool are we in this era that I can be in Cranbourne at Cranbourne Training Complex and speaking to people in Macedonia, England, America, Ireland. Like, it's just fascinating to me.
Diana in Michigan would like to know how you are rolling your fingers across the muscles.
Can
you give any technique insight?
All I'm doing, like, you just got to consider which way the fibers are running. So these are the questions that we want, right? So if we got the neck, this is probably the most common neck soreness in horses. So if we've got brachiocephalicus, this is the big muscle here. The fibers run this way. So whenever I'm checking, like I'm going to check this is, if you're sore here, in this part of the neck, it's never here. You don't treat here. You treat down in this part that goes to the sternum. So all I'm doing is, you can see I'm not using much pressure and I don't want to keep annoying the horse because then I'm going to get myself hurt. But all I'm doing is I'm following this line and I'm just going across the fibers, right? And so if I get an involuntary spasm, if I get one of these, then I know that we've got a reactive muscle. So all I'm looking for is a reaction in the muscle, then I'll treat it. Yeah, so I'm going to treat this muscle down in the sternum. Now, again, I'm really, I'm well known for saying, like, I like you people understanding how I treat, and I'm writing a course at the moment, and I've been smashing it out over Christmas. So I'm going to be teaching how I treat, but don't get hung up on how I treat. The reason why I created this whole diagnostic course, which is on my website that you can go and check out, the whole reason why I created my diagnostic resource is because it doesn't matter how you do it or how you fix it or what you're doing, it's knowing where to do it. I talk about massage units. I'm just touching. Like, I could just move my hand. You can see I'm literally just resting my fingers on the skin. Good boy.
All right. We've got Lord Maz watching from Mauritius. We've got James from Algeria.
Algeria. How cool is this?
James, thank you. Watching from Malta is Luke.
Malta? Yep.
Hi from New Zealand.
So you can see that reaction's gone now, right? We're just gonna kind of, I'm gonna kind of fly around a bit while we're doing this. Yep.
Beck shared the live. Thank you. Oh, hi from Florida. Hi, Haley.
Haley from Florida. How
Rob is from Queensland. Adam, Hungary. Oh, Serbus. Adam. Yassine Syed from California.
See, how cool is that? So it's really cool that you guys are all tuning in. So thanks for everyone.
Eliza says, nowhere fun. Good old Sydney. Oh, come on, Eliza. Yeah. We love the Australian viewers.
We love the Australian stuff too, don't yeah.
Norway. Herefordshire in UK. Central Queensland. Westy time out.
Yeah, right.
Hello from Slovenia.
This is a serratus. We're doing this. I'm going to just keep on. I want to hear like where everyone's from and stuff. But I just don't want to lose the fact that we're also here just to show people stuff. your horse's spine runs down here, okay? Like, you know, for when I was like way back, I thought it kind of came through the middle like ours, but it actually runs down here. So these are all the muscles that hold this big head up. So, actually, give me one sec, Drew. I just want to know. I'm hoping to hang this horse over to 12. Saturday. No, this horse is running on Saturday.
Grug, I'll get to those questions. Hang on, just let Christian finish this thought.
So this is serratus. It's part of what they call the thoracic sling. It's part of what holds the whole front of the horse into these shoulders, because they don't have a collarbone. It's what cradles this front into the legs and props it up. There's a whole bunch of muscles. This is part of what they call the thoracic sling. Usually if you've got a problem here, you'll see sucking in lines just above the spine. The only reason why you see those sucking in lines is because this muscle's gone tense, so it's all tensing up, and so you get these little lines. It's a really good indicator if you see a horse from a distance and you see these little sucking in lines just above it, and they just go into it like a whole bunch of lines above this spine. You instantly know that you need to treat this muscle. That muscle's going to help them use their heads, right? And as we know, if you've got no neck, then you've got no breathing, because they are incapable of breathing properly if their neck doesn't move. There's a video that we always talk about called Within Nature's Giants, and it shows you what happens when you use when you move the horse's neck. The lungs actually move mechanically with the neck, even though poor Drew's going to get crampy arms. Anyway.
All right.
There we go.
Let's do some of these.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just scrolling back through the comments.
There are too many comments.
Hold on. Yeah, there literally are.
Too many comments, too many people. So if we don't, do us a favour. If we don't read your comment, just write it again. So Drew's got less stuff.
All right. So we did Mauritius. Lord Maz from Mauritius. How did you get into this profession? Says Trambo. Do you want to do a really abridged version?
Yeah, really abridged version is I was running nightclubs. That was my first life. And then what happened was I was also racing BMXs. I always wanted to work with animals because that was my childhood dream. I was not studious enough, so I bombed out of school, ended up running bars and stuff like that. What happened was I was racing BMXs. I busted myself up really badly when I was 30, racing in the world titles for Australia, and or just after it, and decided that I was going to pursue my dream of working with animals. So it started off as me doing canine behavioural stuff. But while I was trying to fix myself up, I got completely fascinated by different types of therapies, especially the really subtle ones. And so I started doing therapies on dogs and rescue animals. That then transferred, because of a trainer called Ken Keys that's here at Cranbourne Racecourse, that transferred over to horses, and now 26 years down the track is what you see. So it's been a whole bunch of me mostly teaching myself. My only qualification is bone therapy for humans, because that was the only thing I could find that related to what I wanted to learn, and so now here we are doing my stuff.
All right, YO Trail Rider is watching from Wyoming.
Hello.
In USA. Dave is watching from Ireland. Anthony, I'm from Mexico. Mike Hunt's Itchy. Can you give me a shout out? There you go, Mike Hunt.
Mike. Yeah,
hello from Christchurch, New Zealand. Hi, Joe.
Was that Mike Hunt?
No, that's Joe Ramshaw.
No,
Thanks
the one
for joining
needed us to call him out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Anne is from Ohio.
We also have Hugh Jackman. We've got a few people.
Yarrabilba, Queensland. Hello from Sweden. Hello from California. Hello from Texas. Hello from Mexico. Hello from Detroit, Michigan. Hello from Chattanooga in Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
UK. Hi, Lucy. Jackster, do you actually own a horse yourself?
No, I don't. My wife rides, but I don't. So hi to Putzi. She's probably waking up right now. All right.
How do I treat right suspensor? Quick question, sorry, Lord Maz.
You're going to need a vet for that. So I'm going to, excuse me while I, give me a second.
Is this physio or chiropractic?
More like osteopathy.
All right.
How do you treat the right suspensory issue? You talk to your vet. So again, I'm just going to explain this for a second, guys, so we don't get caught up in that. So we've got, obviously, I've fixed through the back, so we know that the medial glute spine, there's no more dip there into that. But what we do have biceps femoris, Drew's favourite muscle.
Yep.
and then the semimembranosus, which is the hamstring. So you can see all these, and you can see I'm not touching Eddie here, right? I'm just checking. So I don't know if you want to move more over this way, Drew, for this part.
Yep.
You can be closer. It's not going to kill you.
No, I'm got it. I'm good.
We have the poverty line here. This is the stuff that I like. We have the poverty line here. This muscle here is biceps femoris, right? So we're actually reactive there. So all I do is, again, when I'm palpating, I'm running over the fibres, or I'm just pushing into the fibres. So you can see I'm not going to do it too more often because I don't want to get hurt, but I'm pushing in the fibres and checking it, right? And so if we're reactive there, you can see how gentle I'm being. I'm going to start with the pelvis, like all the inner pelvic stuff, and then we'll get over into I'll go over the medial group, biceps femoris, and semimembranosus, which is on the inside of the, like just under the tail where the fur stops. So we'll do that. Right, now we can continue to. Sorry, Drew, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that you're going to catch up on.
Yeah, it's all right.
So it's more like osteopathy.
Name of this horse?
Oh, good question. It's running on, I'll tell you. Sources link.
Sources link. Hello from Sweden. Are you clearing energy blockages?
Oh, that's a.
If that makes you feel better, yep.
Yes. See, you're going to get the two different versions. If that's what it makes you feel better, yes. And here, yes, but to a point, right? Because we're all electric. This isn't we all run off electric spasm, right? And so am I doing that? Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if you were sticking around when you saw this before, but I'll reach over the horse and show you the difference. So, I don't know. So you can see that now it's not reactive, whereas it used to be like that.
On the other side. Yeah, we can see. Yep. Got it.
We're going to do that all over. Yeah.
What is your profession actually called, as I am looking for a service like this in Malta?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I call myself an equine soft tissue therapist. So look for a muscular therapist, soft tissue therapist, look for any type of body worker. I'm not sure what sort of things you've got in Malta to actually help you with that. I know in Saudi Arabia, I'm meant to be going out to Saudi Arabia at some point. They don't even do this sort of stuff, or I'm told they don't. So there's a symposium that I would like to speak at, or that they're asking me to speak at in Saudi. So look for a muscular therapist, soft tissue therapist, anything, an osteopath, like any of those things for horses. Osteopath, acupuncturist is fine. Chiropractor, but I'm not a chiropractor. I like treating muscle, not bone, but that's my bias, right? So I'm not into the cracking stuff. So that's just me. I'm not saying it's wrong, not saying it's bad. It's just my different version. I don't think I need to do it because of what I do, so... take it from...
Guys, just remember while we're on the live that you can help Christian treat by tapping the horse and making a little love heart where you tap on the horse. So tap where the horse is sore.
So
and
what Drew's asking is just keep hitting the screen while you're watching from the live.
Joe Ramshaw says 2-year-old, really big muscle and tight under his neck to chest.
Yeah, that's what we just did, right? That's this one. You want to go straight to here, in here. Brachiocephalicus, follow your finger down there until you come to the sternum and pull out. You want to treat here, not up here, because it'll be sore through here as well. But you actually want to treat right in there. Be mindful, because even though this is, I'll say the throat, but there's a muscle here, but the throat kind of comes down here. So if you're going to use a massage unit, just be careful not to point it towards the throat. Just point it in towards this muscle. But that's the sternum, which is this part on us, and you want to make sure you treat in here. Now, you can treat all this as well, but this is where you're going to make the difference. Yeah?
Okay, nice one. How often do you get your horse done?
Do you jump around here, Drew, so
yep.
You can see.
Hang on, everyone.
How often should you get your horse done?
Yep.
If you're just a normal horse person, I would say once every 3 months, maybe even 4 months. I am just touching right under the tail, just where the fur stops. And it's for this big muscle under here, which you can't see. He's got himself up against the fence right now, which is semimembranosus. So treat your horse probably every 3 or 4 months if you're just normal. These, like professional horses, get looked at once a month. Like I do Grand Prix dressage horses, they get looked at about once a month. So it depends on your level of work.
Alex Black says hi from Northern Ireland. There is 47 unread messages, so I'm just going to do a quick thing.
Go for it, go.
South Africa, thanks South Africa. Central Kansas, Netherlands, Ontario, Canada. Hello from Puerto Rico. Hello from Puerto Rico. Yes, I'm good every 2 to 3 months unless racing. Sorry guys, I'm just scrolling backwards. How often can I work on my own horse?
Oh, as often as you want, but don't overwork. Your problem is going to be that you're overworking. And if you want to know, like I'm going to put you back to, if you want to work on your own horse, go to my website and learn. It's really cheap. The course that I'll put up there for a year is $150 US or something. You can save that money in no time fixing your own horse. The key is knowing where to fix, right? Because you're not just going to, like, I don't want you massaging this. That's a pelvis, right? You're not going to make the bone softer. So unless you know where a horse gets sore, all that sort of stuff, unless you know that, you could be wasting your time. You could be massaging the muscle that's not sore and right next to one that's actually important and sore. So go to my website, which is langederequine.com, and go and sign up onto the diagnostic course so you can learn where to find the particular soreness that you're actually looking for. But you can do that, like, you know what, on your own horse, if you're just doing it lightly, you could do it every week or every 2 weeks. But don't overdo stuff. That's I prefer you do less than more.
Have you ever worked on a Shire horse?
No, I don't know what a Shire horse is. I've done a Suffolk Punch. I don't know what a Shire horse is.
Sierra X, how can I learn?
Yeah.
How can I learn to do this? So Christian's writing a course, Sierra, right now at langederequine.com. There is a diagnostic resource which shows you where you want to pay attention for treatment. But Christian is actually writing a detailed treatment course which will go hand in hand with that, and you'll be able to save yourself billions and billions of dollars because horses are expensive. When are you coming to the USA, says John?
This is going to sound really horrible, John, but it's the 2025. So next year, 26, we're going to try to do a bit of a tour. We're going to be trying to find places, so we'll need input from people. But we're going to try. We have a thing here in Australia called Equitana, which is like a big gathering of horse people and horse stuff. I'd like to present to as many of those as possible in the States in 2026. So 2026 is where we're going to actually tour the States. So that is the plan.
Classy with a K. What's the website again? So it's langederequine.com. So Christian's surname and equine.com. But also if you go out into his bio,
Morning,
I'm sure
Dave. How you going?
there's a link there. Hey, Dave.
Dave's trying to hide. Check out Dave's haircut. It's almost as good as Drew's haircut. Dave, this is my mate Drew.
Drew, nice to meet you.
You too, mate.
Dave's the most polite person I've ever met in my life.
Stop it, Christian.
He's well brought up.
Oh, stop it, Christian.
It's because his Asian mum probably threw thongs and sandals at him.
Look into Equine Affair in the USA, please. Are you coming to New Zealand, says Joe.
New Zealand, not at this point.
Hi, Momo says hi. It's blanket season and all horses on our farm seem tight in shoulders and TMJ. Does that make sense?
What's blanket? Oh, yeah, covering season. Sure, yeah. You know what was really interesting is that I think that's what they're meaning. What's really interesting is that I work at a big stable, Woodside Stud, and do all their stallions, and I was surprised how much of their pain in the stallions when they were covering were actually through the shoulders and the jaw and not through this rear part. Sorry, mate. So anyway, what I want to do, Drew, can I take over?
Where do you want me?
Just about there, so you can see as much of the horse as possible. So, we're about to have a farrier. There might be some noise for a bit. We might have to. Hey?
All good. I'm only here for a couple of minutes.
He's only here for a couple of minutes.
Just yell louder.
So I want to just show you. So we've done this side, and you can see the reaction now. All right? Yeah?
Yep.
So we've got that. This is the side we haven't treated yet. I'm going to push it over, Drew.
Yep.
So you saw that, right? This is the side we haven't treated yet, which looks like this. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the difference. So now we're going to treat this side and keep chatting with you guys.
It's like two sides of a coin.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so excuse if there's any noise right now. We've got our good mate, the farrier here. He's going to be hiding under a horse.
Linda says, can you come to Rockhampton? Jesse says, hello from Wollongong. Bales says, look into Equifest in Wichita. Looks like Kansas, I'm guessing. I'm still getting up on my American state abbreviations. Look into Equine Affair USA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you coming to New Zealand? Hi from Florida. Hi, Sarah. Good evening. Sarah Murphy from Cork in Ireland.
Oh, Cork. Yeah, right.
Hello there, Sarah.
Right, so once again, I'm just going through each part of the horse. So I'm opening up all the connective tissue and then I'm treating each bit of the horse. Right?
Question.
Yes.
What will be your greatest achievement in 2024?
Oh, is that what they're asking me?
Yeah.
Really? Who's asking that?
Let's do this first. Jess says, can you help ataxia in the back legs?
Oh,
Horse, fractured pelvis, and some thoracic spinal processes.
Yeah. You know what? Who knows? We don't know how bad the fracture is. Commonly fractures are okay. Like, I actually had someone call me or do a video call and we tried to check out a horse for her. I think it had a fractured pelvis, but properly fractured. So it depends on the pelvis itself is quite a structure, so you can break bits off it, no worries, and still be able to use your horse without any problem. I've seen some pretty serious fractures where the horse is absolutely fine. If you start getting nervous problems or nervous dysfunction because of the fracture or because of a break, then it's either going to take you a fair bit of time and treatment. I've got it myself. I've got a sore leg at the moment, but I broke my back in about 3 different places ages ago, and occasionally it gives me grief. So it's such a sliding scale with the broken pelvis or like that pelvic area. Very difficult to tell unless you're actually with the horse and having a look. But I would make sure that your vet thinks it's okay, and I would definitely keep on getting body work done for sure.
Dave Griff says, shit Irish accent. I'm Dave from Galway in Ireland. Well, thanks, Dave. Thank you so much. Thanks for the comment. Oh, that's beautiful it is. Yes, Dave, thank you. And thanks for watching.
Jesus.
Big fan of your work, Sarah Murphy says. Been following you for years.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, he does not know what he's doing.
Oh, me?
Yeah, but they don't have a name. It's funny how people who want to talk shit are anonymous, aren't they?
Like yeah. Just so you know.
He's got a bow and arrow and then a horse.
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I do it all day, every day, and why I'm travelling the world doing it as well. But I managed to fool that amount of people.
Yeah. And why you're watching the live.
And you're watching my
Silly
live.
gooseman.
Yeah. With all the people from all around the world.
Hey, from Sweden. How are you? Galway, Ireland.
So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm trying to show people how to do things.
Whoops.
This is my... So I'm not trying to help people. I'm trying to fool... Anyway.
Thank you. 5 weeks post-injury, so still hoping for improvement. No physio will touch yet.
So you know what? If you're 5 weeks post-injury, you've got a while. So fractures heal, you're talking about 3 months for a fracture, or thereabouts, probably even longer. Is that the person again?
Yeah, you're just tapping the horse.
I'm tapping.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just tapping.
Cool am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing it tomorrow. It's that easy. I'm going to be rich. Yeah.
You are, or he is?
I am.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm just going to tap horses.
I know, tap horses for a living. Well, it's kind of that, isn't it? But I'm glad that we found, I'm glad we found the heckler. So whoever the heckler is, we love your comments too. It's okay. I've got plenty of you, so it's actually I don't have many at all.
John, he is Robin Hood hiding behind his screen. Yeah, he sure is. Hello from Queensland. Hello. Which stables are you currently at?
Oh, so I'm at Greg. Yeah. So look, I'm at Greg Urell's at the moment. They've probably got about 80 horses here in work. We got 4 running this week. This is one of them. And so they're probably 80.
Pucci says, Happy New Year. You can tap me.
Thank you. Everyone else just tap the screen so you give us likes. Thank you, definitely.
Yeah, because we're just tapping horses here.
We're just tapping horses. So anyway, I'm going to show you this one for Robin Hood, who's saying we're going to go around.
Around here?
Again, we're going to show you guys this one again. I don't know if you're going to be close enough there, Drew, to get this muscle here. But so what we're looking is, like I said before, this is the same horse but the other side. one of the most common soreness, and we're going to just ignore your comments, but keep piling through up with comments just to, you know, and if you feel like giving Robin Hood grief, give Robin Hood grief, because clearly he's lonely at home and his meatloaf is cold and all that sort of stuff, so he needs something to do to entertain himself. Anyway, one of the most common horse soreness is the lower neck. This part here, if you're reactive through this part of the neck here, don't treat this. I mean, you can, but you're not going to make much of a difference. This is brachiocephalicus, this whole muscle here, and it attaches into the sternum, which is that muscle, that bone right there. So that's the sternum. And the muscle, all I'm doing is I'm following this line all the way through, and then you can see this is sore, right? It's uncomfortable. I'm just going to, so this is the muscle here. I don't know if you can see that.
We got it.
This is the muscle here that I'm going to be treating. I'm just going to tap it. And in a second, Robin Hood will see. But what he's going to say is now I'm actually checking it differently because I've had all these. So Robin, anyway, so what you need to do, for those people who are actually interested in horse and not being a dick, all you need to do is massage this. Like I said, be mindful, the throat part is here. If you're going to use a massage unit, don't point it towards the throat, point it out here. You can already see this is softened up, right? And we don't have any soreness. It's gone. I'm going to just keep treating it a little bit longer. But this is where you want to treat, right? So this is one of the most common soreness. Poor Drew is getting a sore. And it's only, how far are we in, Drew?
Oh no, what it feels like about
3 hours?
It's probably 40 minutes.
Yeah, right. How are we going?
Robin Hood says, leave the damn horse alone. Yeah, he's not paid to leave them alone.
This, yeah.
What does
Anyway,
the horse?
so now you can
what does
see
the
the
horse
difference.
feel when you touch it? Oh yeah, sorry, everyone.
There's a difference, right? And you can see he's happily eating now. But if we go to this part, we can see this is still sore. That's C2. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but we'll have a chat and I'll do other stuff. C2, this is one of that. If people think there's a pole issue, there's not a pole issue. This is one of those issues, all right? So we'll get to that. Go for it.
How hard is the pressure you're applying?
When I'm touching, you can, like I said, I'm just touching. When I'm actually rolling, I'm being mindful and rolling enough so I move this slippery stuff, which is called fascia. Drew's trying to find a comfortable way. We've got to get a helmet that you can just put the camera and have a...
My horse has a bump above the pelvis.
Yes,
what could that possibly be?
Yeah.
It's flat and movable.
Oh, it's flat and movable. So if you've got a flat movable lump, at some point it was a cyst and now you've got a cyst capsule or you've had an edema. And if it's hard, what it's done is that we just had a flock of birds land on the roof. And if it's hard, then what it is, it's just a calcified capsule. You don't have to worry about it. Don't remove it. It's absolutely harmless to the horse. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Growth plate issues. X-rays and ultrasounds were inconclusive.
Ooh. Yeah, growth plate issues. That's a vet thing. I'm very good at staying in my own lane as far as making sure that I'm dealing with muscle. And if I find something that might be like growth plate issues, then I'm very good at referring on to the people that specialise in that stuff. So I work with a lot of vets. I work with farriers like we saw just before. I'm very good at staying in my lane.
I have an 8-month-old warm blood, lame with a swollen stifle 6 weeks ago. Any advice on growth?
See a vet for that. If you have any type of swelling or any type, if you have any type of swelling or any of that sort of stuff, then I see a vet first. Don't see a therapist like me first because you want to rule out the worst of the worst, especially with lameness. Here's the thing about lameness. If you've got a lame horse, don't go to a body worker first. Either go to a farrier or a vet. Have something, and I'm talking lame. Because horses don't often get lame. I mean, they do with tears and stuff like that, but you want to make sure that you rule out any structural stuff. All right, I'm going to just do C2. So, already half treated it. C2. C1 vertebrae, it looks like that, the vertebrae, right? Because they're the different wings that the muscle's attached to. And so C1 is up here, C2 is here. When people talk about a horse having a pole issue, it's not the pole, right? So what happens is, sorry, we got a whole bunch of Australian birds. It's not the pole. This is never sore on a horse. It's either C2, which is just here, and I go again from brachiocephalicus under here. I'm sorry about the birds. I'll try to talk over them.
Yep.
Welcome to Australia.
I love how calm this horse is. Yeah, and this is the first time meeting Christian.
Yeah, this is the first time I've met this horse. So, you know, they do get worried. And this is the other thing about thoroughbreds, right? So people worry that... People worry that thoroughbreds are mistreated or mishandled or antsy. Thoroughbreds are my favourite horses to treat. So with all the stuff going on around this stable, people with wheelbarrows, birds, farriers, us in here, Drew filming, so that's gone. Yeah? So again, just check the higher fine T and J's fine. So on him it was just a see-through.
Sarah Murphy says, I'm a vet student hoping to meet you in person and watch you work your magic in person.
Where's she from?
Where are you from? Can you talk about blue pearl eye regarding calmness?
Who's that? Why do you know about that?
That's
I wrote about that a little while ago. I think I'm one of the first people that wrote about it. I tried to make a point because I'm not into what they're trotting a horse up as well. I'm not into necessarily releases meaning that anything is fixed. So it's really clever that you talk about that because I noticed probably about 15 years ago that when horses go into a parasympathetic state, which means not the fight-flight, like that calm, rest and digest state, that what happens is blue pearl goes over their eyes. So like we got licking and chewing and yawning going on over here, even though we're in an area that's like stuff's going on, I think that blue pearl eye thing is just another release, but it was like a really subtle one that I noticed. So if you have a horse that you're treating and you look at its eye, there's this like beautiful little blue film that goes over the eye. It's sort of like over the clearness of the eye. I just think that it means that they're basically relaxed, that they've gone into a parasympathetic state, which is just a nervous state of sort of like meditation, if you like. Is that good enough?
That's good enough.
Cool.
Yeah. Would the horse be sore again straight after serious exercise, or how long does a treatment last?
So treatment lasts until the horse re-injures. So no, they don't get sore again. In some types of therapies, they can be sore after because they've been worked. In mine, it's a release therapy, so it does exactly the opposite. The horse should feel better. This one's going to be hungover tomorrow and maybe the next day, which is why we're like, so today, tomorrow shouldn't be the next day tomorrow. Hang on, what day are we?
Today is Thursday?
Yeah. Thursday.
Well, it depends.
Days mixed up,
Depends. In America, it's yesterday.
Give me 1 second. Oh, yesterday, yeah. Thursday, yeah. No, sorry, I'm not getting my days mixed up. Getting my days mixed up. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just surprised myself.
It's all right.
Shows you that we're still with a horse that's reactive, right? Come on. Dave's back. How'd it go, Dave?
Yeah.
Dave's swimming horses.
Did a trot up. Quite annoying.
Oh, was it trotter?
Yeah.
And a swim?
Yes, so since he raced yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
I had a bit of a trot up after his recovery swim.
Yeah. Cool.
Sarah says, have you ever been kicked?
Twice in 20-something years. Yeah, absolutely.
Donna says, what time is it here? I don't know what time it is, Donna.
Is it now?
We can't
Is
see
it
the
on the
clock.
thing?
Hang on, I've got a phone. Let me check my phone. Oh,
7:34
7:34 a.m.
Dave. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.
See, this is how polite Dave is.
Let's check the time on the rocket clock with Dave.
He's a good man, Dave.
Where are we working today? We're at Greg Urell's
We're at Greg Urell's
in Cranbourne, Victoria. Hello from...
You know what? It's 7:35. I'm getting my
Sorry,
days mixed up.
wrong way. Yep.
I'm getting my days mixed up because usually I'm here on Wednesday and today's Thursday. So anyway.
Hello from Central Coast. Hey, legends. Granny's Undies.
Oh, Granny's Undies. See, she's a regular. Hello. I'm looking at the screen's a bit blurry.
Tired says hello from Scotland. Should I give it a... I'll give it a tap.
Yeah. There There we go. That's better.
There we go.
Yeah. So hi, Granny's Undies. I don't know why did you choose Granny's Undies as a name for your thing. Is what I've always wanted to know. You see, you're welcome.
Poochie says it's so clean here. The stables are impeccable. Yes,
Good
they
morning,
are. Hi,
Poochie.
Pooch.
How are you feeling?
SP says, how can someone learn this skill?
Yeah, so what you can do is you can, when I started in 1999, there were absolutely no courses. So I ended up doing a course for people to transfer it over to horses. I liked bone therapy. Firstly, you've got to choose what sort of therapy you like and then go and have a look. Inevitably, nowadays, it's going to be horse courses, but you're going to want to find a good one. Alternatively, you can wait very shortly. I will have my course out. It'll be online, but I will definitely be doing clinics and stuff like that. I've been writing I've got a fair bit of my course done.
Thank you for the rose.
Thank you. Fair bit of my treatment course done over the Christmas holidays, but I already have diagnostics online, so you go to langeder.equine.com. So for those of you who have already joined us, who've just joined us, we're doing a really long live at the moment. We're at Cranbourne Racecourse or Cranbourne Training Complex in Melbourne, Australia. We're at Greg Urell's stable. He has about 80 horses. I work here every week and look after their horses. And we're going to go off to Alex Ray's after this, where we'll be filming as well. The idea of doing a long live is so you can all ask questions. We'd love to know where you're from around the world. We've been fascinated. We've had people everywhere, but we've been fascinated with where we're touching. If you could, please keep hitting the screen or tapping the screen for likes, because what that does is it puts us on other people's For You pages so we can educate as many, or I can educate as many people as possible. If you're interested in learning how to check your own horse like I do, please go to langeder.equine.com. There's a diagnostic thing there that'll teach you how to check your own horse. The reason you want to know how to check your own horse I'm just going to do this here. You can see that. It's biceps femoris. That's sore. It's a poverty line through here. I'm just going to treat it my way. You could massage this. This is the whole thing about having a diagnostic resource is if your horse is sore in the bum and you're now going, oh my God, my horse has this, what do I do? You can now know, you can check it via my website. You can check your own horse and then you can actually learn that you can use a massage gun, you can use anything you like to treat your own horse. Or you could get a therapist in and then you can check it afterwards and make sure that they've actually been effective.
Kelsey says, I've watched many videos. I love watching him heal the horses. Thanks, Kelsey.
Thanks, Kelsey. That's what we love. And that's gone, yeah? So now have a look. It's disappeared. So...
Abracadabra. M from Pakistan. Love watching your videos.
Pakistan.
Wow.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it?
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching from Pakistan. What time is it in Pakistan? I want to know.
Fearless Pony Princess, great name, says, hello from Colorado Springs in Colorado. Love your content. Fearless Pony Princess.
Fearless Pony Princess.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching from Colorado.
Where do I find link? Sohail.
If you go to the bio, is that what
if you go to go to the bio, make sure you come back. Or just Google, so it's Christian's surname, which you'll find everywhere, Langeder, L-A-N, spell it out.
Langeder, equine.com.
All
Or
one
go
word.
to the bio here and there's a link in the bio to the website.
Yeah.
There is a free video on how to check your own horse, how I check. And then if you get spasms and reactions, there's one module that you can have a look at for free that explains everything. It's really video heavy because I learned via video. So you can do that too. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm treating while we're going. You can do that too. So you can watch the free, or have a look at the free module. There's probably about 35 or 40 something modules, which means probably around 100 videos. So you can check all those out. So once you go into it, that's what you got.
So Granny's Undies says, I wanted Granny Apples, but the name it gave me was Granny's Undies. So she's stuck with it.
I like it.
We're watching from Wales in UK. Hey, Shaz, thanks for joining us. Can you show the stifle point?
Oh, yeah, back here. Yeah, so this is the poverty line. Then you got a teardrop muscle here. This is biceps femoris. This is the caudal part of biceps femoris. You can see it's no longer reactive on this one. But if you have stifle stuff, here, any of these muscles that attach into the back of the stifle, right? Now, I just want to reiterate with this horse and how long I've been with it, how long I've been treating it. And we're at Gregorel Stables, right? This horse, I've never met this horse before. This is the first time I've met it. And it's allowing me to do all sorts of stuff. So, like, how amazing are thoroughbreds and how amazing is this stable that we can have a horse that I'm just chilling out within a stall and just, like, pushing all its sore points. And it's allowing me to fix it. Like, the respect here from it to me is just baffling, right?
Tiff says, any chance you might come to New Zealand for a working holiday?
I'd love to, but we're planning out the next few years, with me and my new PA, Lauren. I've got to shout out Lauren as my amazing PA. So anyone that's going to ever talk to her about organising things overseas, she's the person that you'll talk to.
Is there an email that they can go to? Well, doesn't your info at Langeder Equine just go there?
Yeah, it does.
So if anyone has outlandish offers or thoughts or ideas, sure, send an email. Yeah. What are your thoughts on chiros for horses? I have a 3-year-old with a bad neck pain and was recommended chiro.
Yeah, I prefer osteopaths or soft tissue therapists. So I think that what holds the neck is the muscle. What's wrong?
That's all right. Something weird came up.
I think what holds the neck in place is the muscle. The muscle has to be moving all the time. I'm not saying that you don't crack. Well, it's not for me. Chiro's not for me. I think that osteopathically they'll crack sometimes. Chiropractic came from osteopathy. I like the soft tissue part. So my bias is soft tissue therapy. So if I was to have a horse with a sore neck, I would be recommending people to a soft tissue therapist or an osteopath or something similar.
Meg, any tips for palpating a shut down horse?
Oh, yeah, just do it as often as possible. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. But
a little bit more specifics, please, Meg. We'll move on to Dave. Do you get drained treating so many horses in a day?
I used to. But I think it kind of feeds me now. I know when I started treating, I would treat probably about 3 or 4 horses and I'd be tapped out. But now, no, I'm absolutely fine. It's no problem. Right, we're going to just quickly run over. So you saw before. And now this guy's like this. That was just him telling me to back off.
Yep. Grumpy little elf.
All right.
Good job.
Oh, thanks, Drew.
No worries.
What a guy. What a guy.
You're gonna put me out?
No.
No.
We'll just put this on first.
Cool. I'm just a qualified ESMT in Scotland, and I was wondering if you would take on a working student for a while.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. I'd love to say yes, but I get offers like that all the time. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm too busy. But this is why I'm having to write the online course, because I get so many people asking that I need to make sure that I teach people in a much greater scale.
So there is a course coming and there will be seminars of some sort. Wisey says, I'm moving to Adelaide this year and plan to bring my horses from the UK.
Oh, wow.
Do you or would you teach? Yes, same
online,
answer.
Same answer.
Yep.
Online. I'm going to push it around.
Uh-huh. Which trainers in Cranbourne do you work with?
Oh, God. I'm going to just do a quick one off the top of my head. Was Wendy Kelly, Alex Ray, Julius Andrew Did, Greg Urel, Ray Bazenko, who else? Nathan Dunn. I can't even think. Oh, God. I can't think. I'm put on the spot. Quite a lot.
Many.
Sorry. Now my brain's gone.
I'm from Canada and shoe racehorses. I check every horse in your way before I shoe any horse. Amazing. Thanks, Howard.
How cool
Jesse.
is that? Thank you so much. Like, you know what? So we talk to farriers, and it's like if horses can't pick up a leg, then clearly they're having a balance problem or a problem with some sort of muscle. So if you can check it, even as a farrier, if you can check a horse, you've been so good.
Thank you, Wrangler 80.
Yeah, if you can check a horse and you're a farrier and you say, for example, you're trying to pick up a back leg and the hamstring is tight, and then all you need to do is just treat the hamstring. And it'll make your job a lot easier, right? If you're able to... He's got the weight of his head on my shoulder now. If you're a farrier and you can just check the hamstring and quickly fix it, imagine how much easier that's going to be than battling with the horse trying to reef its leg because it doesn't want to hold its leg forward. So thanks for that. I love that when people like from other industries get a benefit out of what I do.
Is it harder to palpate on a horse if it has extreme winter coat?
No, it's hard to, don't palpate a horse that's either wet or hot, like out in the sun, because the coat is hot. And so what you're going to find, oh, sorry, mate, I'm just going to hold you up. What you're going to find in a wet horse or a hot horse, on a wet horse, your finger's going to skip. So you're going to get false reactions. So the horse is going to kind of like jump because your finger skips over. And on a hot horse, you're not going to be able to feel much either. So don't do a wet horse, don't do a hot horse, but definitely just, it's exactly the same. And it doesn't matter if the horse is overweight, doesn't matter. All those points are the same. So anyway, good man, thanks so much.
Pucci says, can you explain a little more about fascia release?
Fascia release, Pucci. Hello. So you've got muscle release, which we know is a tight muscle. Fascia is the really slippery stuff between all the other muscles. Now, it is too much of a big topic for me to be able to talk about at the moment. But what happens is, if you've got this slippery stuff, what are you trying to do?
Nothing.
Is your arm sore?
That's right.
Can we just sticky tape it to your
Yeah,
forehead?
sticky tape it to my head.
If we got this slippery stuff, this stuff that slides, right, that all your muscles and everything slide on, it's meant to be hydrated. That's why we keep hydrated as part of it's a pre-tissue to the lymphatic system. It's a whole bunch of different stuff. If you either are too toxic and it won't slide because it's full of too much shit and you got to detox, or if you've got, we just had Mick Kemp have a look, I think, or if you have a muscular strain, and what happens is the muscle heats up and it dehydrates the connective tissue. The two sides come together, kind of like Velcro. So they stick together and then they can't move. And what happens is, when you see me rolling through the horses, by me agitating that connective tissue, there's all these little crystals and stuff inside that connective tissue that set off an electric charge and start sucking fluid back into that connective tissue. So it re-establishes what they call the critical inner fiber distance, and it gets all slippery again. It's like a liquid grease. And so the body sucks fluid back into that and it opens it up and muscles can slide again. So you go from having muscles that are stuck together that can't move, you agitate it, and all of a sudden they can actually function again.
Thank you, John. Thanks for telling everyone to tap the screen. All right. Do you know Sally Wynn and Lisa Barker?
I do. Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do.
Olivia would like to know, when are you expecting the course to be out?
How long's a piece of string? You know what? If it was my beautiful wife Pucci's thing, it would have been done a long time ago. I'm trying. I obviously work a lot. I work stupid hours, and I'll definitely get onto it. But it's definitely going to be in the earlier part of this year. Yeah, and then it's going to be determined by Davin, my computer guy, to get it all up.
Linda, he loves your hand and says thank you. Yes, the horses always want to give Christian a hug afterwards. They love the horse's feeling. Yeah, yes.
Cool.
That's a thing. All right.
That's a what?
What's next?
What's next? We're going to, here we go. Where are we? Right, we're going to horse number 10.
Is there a video I can order? John, just let me know what you mean by that, for treatment or...
No, there's videos on my website that teaches you diagnostics, how to check your own horse. Right?
Yep. From the UK. Hey, Samantha from the UK. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, I'm getting confused with my horses, unfortunately.
It's all right. It's because you're trying to do a TV show while you work.
I feel like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I like, one of my favourite comments of last year was that I should be teaching at Hogwarts. I thought that was actually a really cute...
You're a wizard, Harry.
Hey, you're a wizard. I'm Dumbledore, not Harry.
Hey, Ipswich, Queensland,
sorry,
Wrangler 80.
wrong.
Wrong horse?
Yeah, we are. I am. That's my fault. Excuse me, like we said. Is that getting covered up?
Oh, strong, yes.
It is? So the horse we just did is going to get trotted up now, and it'll be like just super chilled, so they won't be able to find much on it. Sorry, I had the wrong horse before.
Oh, that wasn't Olney.
No,
this is Olney. If
So
you're
this
still
is
watching.
So this is the one we're not going to be spending much time with, messing up my days and my numbers. because I'm here on the wrong day. So this is only, this is the one running today. This is the one that's $1.60 favourite. So let's see what we got. And again, we don't know how it's going to be, Drew, so
Cool.
be mindful.
I'll hang back for a moment. Kelly Olsen, I've got some questions on horses. Kelsey, we'll ask them. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Minnesota here. Thanks. Your videos have helped my horse so much.
How cool
Danielle
is that?
and Makeski. I'll have murdered that name, but thanks, Danielle.
So,
So awesome.
like I said, please, while you're here, please hit the like button or tap the screen and give us as many likes as possible. The more you tap the screen, the more we're going to be spread out. And especially, and please share this live as well, because we're going to be here for a while, right? So we don't mind if you go and have breakfast and come back. We're going to be doing this for quite a while. Poor Drew and his arms, they're not going to do too well. But the whole idea of doing these lives is that you get an opportunity to ask me questions while I'm in the horse. We want to know what country you're from. We want to know where you're listening from, what the time is in your area, what sort of horses you ride, all that sort of thing. Anything that we can help you with. That's about it. Do you have anything else, Drew, that I should be repeating?
No.
Because we're doing this over and we're doing it in a circle?
All good.
No.
I've actually got a, when we change stables, I'll just take the top part out of the tripod and I'll have a handle.
Yeah.
So we'll be right.
Drew needs a handle.
I need a handle. Hello from Scotland. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. There we go. Yeah. How are we going?
Yeah, we're going great.
I don't think you're reading all the questions out, Drew.
Hello, just came across your content. I'm so interested in learning more. Definitely going to have a look at, hopefully you mean the website, or just follow along on the live. Hi from, I'm not going to attempt that, Kearney, Nebraska, USA.
Nebraska.
That's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Samantha, love horses, beautiful animals. Aren't they just? Mary Beth, hello from USA, Michigan.
See this one.
What other horse breeds have you worked on?
Oh, you name it. Let's start with horse sports. Let's start with sports. I mostly do dressage, polo, racing, some trotters, show jumping, any of that. So I've worked with most breeds, I would expect.
Great live. From Dublin, says Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Michael.
Hey, here's an interesting one. Do the owners mind you taking questions while you're treating horses?
See, exactly right. So we've spoken to Greg Urell, I've been working at this stable, I reckon, for about 16 years. So, you know what, and I spoke to Drew, I'm very mindful nowadays of filming in stables or with people. It was great while I was a little bit of a novelty and they're like, yeah, cool, dude, you can do a video. But now that there's a lot of interest and people are looking, they're mindful of, hang on, there's a lot of people seeing this. So, is it okay? Most of the stables that I work with are absolutely fine about it, but I do ask in advance. Greg's really happy for me to show you these horses, show you behind the scenes. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Like staff like Polite Dave over here, who's always nice to... No, anyway. So, I'm very mindful and I'm very mindful of who I can do it and who I can't do it with. So, these guys are absolutely fantastic about it. So, what are you doing?
Taking background content.
Did I answer the question?
Anne says, I have a cob and a thoroughbred. I am from Nottinghamshire.
Yeah, there you go.
La Familia, hi from Australia. Annie, hi from Canada. Groomed FEI jumpers and standard breds in New Zealand.
Yeah,
It's
so-
1:51 p.m. here.
Yeah, so I treat FEI jumpers and FEI, I do a lot of Grand Prix level Grand Prix level warm bloods, dressage horses. So jump through, Drew. So this little fella's just got a couple of little spots. This is my Pandora's box. It's going to be medial glute, so I'm just going to treat that. And then we're also just going to fix that little biceps femoris thing. Yeah.
Anne
cool.
says, hello from Norway.
Norway. I love Norway.
La Familia says, where are you based?
In Melbourne, Australia. This is Camden Racecourse, and as I said, there's a Greg Urell stable. If Drew does a quick spin around, you can see that there are a whole bunch of stalls here.
Very neat and tidy, as Pucci said earlier.
Yeah, it's like, everything. This is, I have to say, the systems and everything here. Hey! You can't stop horses from being horses, can you? I'm sorry about that noise.
Hello from Lincolnshire, UK. Hello.
Right, guys.
John says, what book would you study to learn and understand soft tissue?
Ooh, I like there's a thing called Job's Body. So there's a book, it's kind of like my Bible called Job's Body. And it's got all sorts of, it's sort of like, sorry, I can't do anything about that pouring in the background. I'd really like to, but. So Job's Body by Dean Duhan. I love that as a body worker's manual. It has everything in it. And you know what? It's about that fat. I keep reading through it. I always read through it and find new things in it. I absolutely love that book.
I love this live so much. Watching again from Canada. Thank you, Jaxie Blue.
Who?
Jaxie Blue.
Jaxie Blue, thank you. So this is the whole idea, is that this is a day in the life of, you know, someone that does this stuff. We're going to push it over. Come on.
All right. Watch out, everyone. Oh, we survived.
Drew's talking to himself.
Oh, well, all these people are in the same position as me. I don't want them to get kicked in the face. Fletcher, I'm looking for a beginner-friendly horse for kids. Any breed recommendations?
No. That'd be my wife that could do that for you. She's very good.
Putchie, if you're still on here, what's a good breed of horses for kids?
For a kid, beginner kid, probably just a really nice pony just to start with, like someone's old pony, you know. That
Rocky Hampson, hello from Mount Eliza.
Oh, that's where I live.
Rocky, that's where we live.
Who are you, Rocky?
Yeah, are you someone we know just under an alias? Can I join the live and ask my horse questions, please? Can I join the live to ask my horse questions?
Yes.
I think Kelsey means like invite her in as a co-host.
Probably not.
We can't really do that
because
because
many people watching at the moment, and
it sort of messes up the view, Kelsey. But can you type them out? We'd love to. Christian would love to answer them. Yeah. Michelle, do you ever plan on coming to Italy?
Ooh, I've not thought about it. There's. I tell you what, Michelle. Here's a really interesting thing. Is it the Goa aquarium in Italy? There's a big aquarium. I think it's called the Goa aquarium. I've been invited to go there and treat dolphins and seals and go there and muck around with aquatic animals. Here in Australia, I work at Werribee Zoo, where I...
Putchie's already said, yes, we're coming to Italy.
Thanks. I mean, yes, we'd love to come to Italy.
Yeah. We did this like 6 months ago.
Whoever that was.
Yeah. If you want Christian...
Send me a message and Putchie will happily get me to Italy.
If you want to get Christian to other countries, you're best to direct message Putchie.
No. And don't have conversations with her on my lives.
Hi from Lexington
Kentucky.
in KY, Kentucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Lexington, Kentucky is one of the biggest horse areas in the world.
Michelle says, I'll host you in Italy.
Yeah,
Can you treat any other type of animal? Yeah, send us a message. Can you treat any other type of animal? Hi from London. Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Thanks, Abby.
Happy New Year
From London, and that's Abby saying, "Can you treat other animals?"
So Abby, yeah, at Werribee Zoo, I treat mostly camels and rhinoceros, and I'm not joking. But I've treated koalas, kangaroos, snakes, chickens, ducks, possums. I'm trying to think of like I did koalas for a very long time. So yeah, I can treat all sorts of animals. All right. We don't want to overdo this, guy. Yeah. So I'm going to go into my zone for a minute.
Do your thing. Hello from Kansas, USA. I find your work so fascinating and amazing. Thanks, Kim. Putchie suggests an old pony that has been there and done that for starting stuff with kids. Suggested releases for an OTTB with a rotating hocks at the walk.
Oh yeah, that one.
Already work on psoas and...
Through here. Medial growth, biceps femoris, semimembranosus, caudal biceps femoris.
There you go. Mary Beth, thank you for the question. Called what? Can he spell it out? Sorry, Mama Alama. Can you let us know what that was again, and we'll spell it out for you.
What out?
I'm not sure what it was regarding, but if they can remind us, I can spell it out. Mary Beth, thank you. You're so welcome. Happy New Year from Denmark. Thanks, Karina. I'm sorry about murdering everyone's names. Is it better to treat TBs on their race day or a few days before?
Well before.
Oh, the book. If you want to spell out the book, is it just Job? J-O...
J-O-B'(S).
Right.
Job. It's like Job's body.
Yeah, someone's put it in the comments there. Thank you, RXANGLE.
How cool is that?
Karina, thanks for following. Hello from Sweden, Johanna.
Question that you missed just before.
Is it better to treat thoroughbreds race day or a few days before?
Same as us, right? You want to make sure that you're not fixing a problem before a race day. You want to make sure that you actually got a horse that's in top condition, so that on the race day or before race day, you're actually just checking for little things here and there. So the answer is treat it well before. We treat them like after they've started trialling, so we make sure that we look after them. With regards to breeding or yearlings and all that sort of stuff, we treat them as they come into the stables before yearling prep. So when they actually get to do what they do, you're only doing little tweaks. So that's what I recommend. I don't recommend like waiting for a horse to be get to racing and then have to fix everything on race day. So far as actually treating it, usually I treat for racing after everything's done like this. Usually I recommend doing it 2 days out, so they've got a bit of time to have a hangover and get over it. When we have horses that are really close to racing, then I just specifically deal with the little things, little strands that we have, and I leave the connective tissue alone. I don't do the fascial stuff because that's what's going to give them the headache.
Thank you.
We got one more horse here, and then I don't know how we're going to work it through. We're going to shut it down and start again because it kept shutting us down last time. We're going to have like a pause.
No, I'll just.
How are you going to get a coffee and all that stuff?
I'm not. No.
We can't film through the cafeteria and stuff.
Oh, we can't?
No, because Racing Victoria won't allow it. Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway.
It's too much to Kelsey. Too much to text. Kelsey, you can. It's too much to text. Well, you can send an email, or you can DM it. Gold Coast, Australia. Do you ever come up to the Gold Coast Turf Club?
You can always just message me, like email me or send me a message, Kelsey. Like you can imagine, I have over 1,000 clients that I look after, like probably about 1,200 clients. This is one of my clients with 80 horses, so you can imagine how many horses and how many things that I do. It's very difficult for us to speak to one person about a lot of stuff. I try to spread myself as wide as possible. Sometimes I can't, and that's why I'm trying to do as much educational stuff online as possible. So the really difficult ones are difficult unless you're one of my clients, and that's why I'm trying to educate people to be able to understand all their own stuff. If you have a horse that's got a lot of issues and you want to learn about it, then you need to get onto one of my educational things to start understanding about your own horse and what you can do about it. So I try to do as much as possible, but I'm so thinly spread. And I also have a wife, so I need to be able to donate time to that too. I try to do as much as possible. Anyway.
So we'll try and because we have to get in the vehicle as well, don't we?
Yes.
So we'll try and we did get shut down last time because Joe, been watching for a long time. Can't wait to sign up and learn more. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Enjoy.
All right, one more.
And
here.
we'll see if we can hop in the car without getting kicked off.
Thanks
for the donation.
Punted off, we'll come back. How are we going, Drew? How's everything going?
Oh, yeah, but about 35,000 likes and more questions than you've ever got. Yeah.
All right, We need to just keep hitting, 35,000, that's really weak. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We need to just keep smashing the likes. Any messages you have to anyone in the stable here, whatever we can do. We're taking requests. The next horse we're going to do is called Appleby. Appleby's running on Sunday. So, like I said, hi, Louise. This is Louise. Louise is an amazing vet. I'm not talking to you anyway, Louise. It's fine. That's okay, I understand. So Louise is one of the vets here, so this shows you that, like, as someone asked, like, we're very conscious of people don't like being on camera, people don't like their stables being filmed, some trainers don't like their horses being filmed. We've been really lucky here that we can do that sort of stuff. Louise just happened to walk past our camera. I adore her, she's an amazing vet. I work with a whole bunch of all sorts of really cool vets. So we've got to be mindful about what we're doing and who we're with and how we're doing stuff. So we're just about to do Appleby, racing on Sunday. So thanks, Louise, for being tolerant of us, because I understand that it can push buttons. Anyway, cool. Next, how you going, Drew?
Do you have a partner with vets to provide care?
Sorry, what?
Do you ever partner with vets to provide care?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time. Like, I never don't, like, you know, every stable that I deal with, I'm always partnering with vets. And also the farrier was here as well. So, like, you know, in this stables like this is really amazing, the big professional stables, because you get to work with as many people collaboratively as possible. And it's just a great way of learning more. Learning respect for everyone's different things, and this is why I say that I keep in my lane really well, because if I've got anything going on with, like, say for example Appleby here, and I go, oh, there's a vet issue, then I can go to Louise, hey Lou, we got an issue, can you please check it out? And she can do the same for me. So, but Lou also does acupuncture, which is an amazing thing as vets as well. So yeah, there we go.
It's a care team, yeah, correct, care team. You're always so cheerful, says user 3321795.
Yeah, I think that's my persona.
Yeah. That's real.
I think so.
That's real. That's when it's, even when he's not on camera.
Yeah, right.
He's super cheerful.
Cool. All right.
Hi, Appleby.
Hi. Again, like, you know, I work with so many horses that I don't know, so mostly I walk into these stables and I'm not sure how they're going to be. Yeah, so you can see we've got a little bit of things going on, so this one fizzes up a touch. So when you're with horses, who you're being, I often say it's not what you do, it's who you're being. So who I'm being is like trying to be super chilled. We are in a working stable at the moment. We're not, like, everyone's having to do jobs as well, like you saw with Lou and with the farrier, and with, you've got staff behind cleaning up and doing stuff as well. I'm sorry if there's any noise going on, but the whole idea is to get you guys to see behind the scenes.
How about equine massage? Do you think it's better post or pre alignments? I don't know what alignments mean.
You know, if you're talking like chiropractic alignment, I'm not sure what you're referring to. So I'm just going to concentrate on this horse for a second, because we've got two people standing either side. So, and we're filming as well, so there's a lot going on for this little fella. Post or pre alignment. If you're adjustment. Yeah. So on, like, if you're talking osteopathically, I don't know, they would massage and adjust, or treat and adjust. I'm not an adjustment kind of a person, so I'd say just whatever. I'm more interested in the soft tissue part than the adjustment part, personally. Was that polite but dismissive?
Yeah.
I don't know how best to do it. Right. Too much stuff going on for this one. So, as you can see, every one of these horses looks stunning when you take the rug off, huh? Now, if you don't realise, we're sort of sitting on a knife edge here of this horse losing its shit, or how pretty is it?
It's a beautiful horse.
All right, there's not much going on this one, so we're probably going to be finishing up a bit earlier.
I'm a human massage therapist and always encourage tandem treatments with chiros.
Okay. Yeah, I disagree, but like but that's but that's like I said, I like osteopathy. I'm not a big fan of chiropractic, but that's because it's not my bias. I find that what holds a horse is the actual connective tissue and muscle. If we get all that in integrity, so to speak, then just normal movement's going to adjust the structure back into the right position. The only reason why we have subluxation is because there's a tight part of the muscle that's pulling that structure over somewhere else. So by rights, if I'm right, and that's my theory, then if I adjust the soft tissue, then that should release it and allow that to come back together or come back in alignment. So I don't believe in treating and then cracking, is what I'm saying. Or I don't believe that that's the optimal way of working.
Did this guy have any reactions?
A little bit. But I'm being really mindful because we've got a really volatile reactive. Hey. Philly. So I'm going to concentrate it. Do you have any questions, Drew? Comments, questions?
No.
Nothing coming?
People are commenting.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not a chiro fan, horses or people.
No. Me either.
The one that said human massage therapist and always encourage tandem treatment with chiros did say when appropriate later on.
Yeah.
Don't get kicked, Drew. No, I won't. Don't worry.
Well, poor Drew, yeah. Don't get kicked, Drew, you're right.
Tell David to stop making so much noise. Christian's trying to film. It's not actually David.
They're on the broom now.
And I think I think them doing their job probably is
more important
than us filming alive. Is it easy to release the tongue? Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah, hyoid.
Oh.
Is that what they're talking?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Hyoid, yes, it is easy. It's under the jaw.
I watch your videos, but I'd love to know how much pressure you put. Julie, it's very, very little.
Yeah, can you, where my hand is, yeah?
Yep, I'm on it.
So I'm literally just touching. I'm like touching. You know what? It's about the same pressure you put on your mobile phone screen when you're touching the mobile phone screen. Yeah, about the same, if that. Not when you're tapping, just when you're doing that.
Dave says, seems a lot of the same injuries on all the horses, same as greyhounds.
Right. So what happens is, we had one that had everything going on, but different sports have different patterns, right? So in racing, if they're using their bums properly, this one should be strained. If they're jumpers, then it's going to be on the semi-membranosus, which is over here. If they're getting the power down, it should be here and here, and then we're going to have like collection stuff through the neck. That's a really common stuff. But yeah, there's absolutely patterns, and they're absolutely similar.
What are the cost ranges for these soft tissue fixes?
Oh, I don't know. Beginners, maybe people like starting off will only charge like $75 or something for a treatment. I'm around 100. I'm 150. So yeah.
I've used some techniques on my hunter the way that you are now, and he loves it. Sorry about my reading, guys. I'm reading comments from people from different countries. And do you ever come to the USA?
Next year.
2026. America. Julie, I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, cool.
Chicago doesn't... Why does that not... That's a city. That doesn't seem like a horsey place to me.
Oh, well, who knows? You obviously don't know enough.
Although they have bulls.
Hey?
It's all right. It's a basketball joke.
Yeah, okay. Where are we going?
We're going great. Everyone's smashing the likes. We're up to 42, 43. Make sure you come to Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah,
I want to be on your list.
We are going to definitely...
Dakota, Fallen A. If you come to the US...
Be careful, she is volatile.
Right, I'm being careful. Turn her over. Side B. If you come to the US in 2026, I need you to come to Oklahoma and work on a few horses.
Oklahoma.
Castro, just horses, is that correct? No, Castro. You must have only just joined.
Yeah.
Or be new to Christian's content. No, it started with dogs, snakes, pelicans, rats, cows, everything. He now treats at some zoos where he treats rhinoceri, which is the plural for rhinoceroses, and camels. So he can pretty much fix anything.
So I want to show you this one again. For those of you, can we come over?
Oh, sorry, this way.
So
Yep.
we're going to be looking at semimembranosus is this big round muscle here.
Okay.
You don't want to get me hurt. This big round one here on this side, I check it either through here or right up under the tail. If this was a show jumper or a steeplechaser or something like that, I would expect that to be sore. The way I can tell that this horse is being worked properly is semitendinosus. Never anything wrong with semitendinosus. Medial glute is pretty good. Biceps femoris is sore. This means that she's actually using her bum properly to me. I can tell that she's being worked properly. I can tell that she's being, excuse me, collected properly as well. If the track rider here, and this is where at Greg Urell's in Cranbourne, if the track rider here would ride it hollow, like hollow backed, then we would also have be soaring here rather than here. So this shows me that this horse is being worked properly, right? So as we were saying about the patterns, there are different patterns in different sports. I can tell just from the pattern of the muscles that are sore whether the horse is being worked properly or not. This horse is being clearly worked properly. And that's how quickly it disappears, right? So it wasn't a major strain. I'm just going to check the stifle attachment to that one as well. Don't. How are we going for comments?
Yeah, I got a couple. Hello from Toronto, Chris. Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining. Pedro, do you ever do barrel horses?
I have done. And cutting and reining.
Sierra, when will you next be in England?
Oh, in June. This June, I'm coming to England. I'm actually having a meeting today. The person who I'm going to see who's bringing me out to the UK for Royal Ascot is here in Australia. We're going to have a meeting this afternoon, and we're going to start talking about what exactly I'll be doing in the UK.
So you can get Christian, you can bring him out. You just have to send a jet. Awesome. Come to Northern California. My horses would love to see you. Oklahoma. Please, when you come to the USA, keep us informed. If you come to Oklahoma, jump on. Anyone who wants to keep informed, as well as following here, please jump over onto the YouTube and follow Christian's YouTube. Hey, hang on. Here we go. Horses that are tight in hips. What are your recommendations?
It depends where in the hips, right? So medial glute, always look at this one here.
Oh, hello, buddy. What's going on?
This is playing with the wire. So if we're talking tight in the hips, I'd be looking at all my Pandora's box muscles. So longissimus up in the spine, in the pelvis, medial glute, pelvic obliques, like all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot to it.
Feelings on equine myomanipulative functional therapy. Geez, you're giving me mouthfuls.
Love it.
How different is it from what you do?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen equine myomanipulative something.
Is it normal for the stifle to be sore? My horse never reacts to touch here. Is she just lucky?
Yeah. No, it's not normal for the stifle to be sore. They all have different patterns and different stuff.
Where can we see and book you in the UK?
Oh, yeah, good question. There's no booking. You're just going to have to, we'll let you know what's happening in the UK as I go. But I will be staying mostly at Newmarket, around Newmarket for the races. And I'm not sure how long I'm there for. I think only probably about a week or two.
Kirsten says hello from Austria.
Oh,
that's where Christian's from.
Yeah.
What is this technique called? Christian, it's called the Langeder equine soft tissue therapy treatment.
I call it Langeder release therapy. That's probably the first time I've vocally named it.
Have you ever had to report a trainer for mistreating a horse?
Oh, no. No, I haven't. But I've never. Sorry, mate. But I've never been in the position to have to. And I've been dealing with racing for a very long time, so I've not been in the position where I have to. I'm sure there are horrible people in the industry, but I don't get to see them. So, I'm lucky that if they're getting someone in like me, they're like, they're conscious enough about horses to be looking after them properly. So not saying that people don't, get angry or have a temper occasionally, or, you do something stupid occasionally, but I'm not very judgy.
Any suggestions on working with blood mares? Can you provide relief during pregnancy?
Oh no, I don't touch horses that are mares that are in foal. There are too many variables on that.
Castro was asking when you were playing with the rear end muscles there, human sciatica nerve. So what we were talking about in the car earlier. So
we're talking about because that could
explain which is which.
That could come from the same area, right?
Right.
So sciatica is like L3 to L5, I guess. Good girl. I'm just doing the TMJ on this little one.
Do you only treat racehorses?
No, racing, dressage, polo mostly. And when I'm talking dressage, I'm talking mostly Grand Prix dressage horses. Polo, I just like polo as a sport. I think it's fun. And I like the people that I deal with in polo.
Do you ever treat draft horses?
I have done.
What would you most treat with them, as in what's their common
They're
injury?
pulling horses, so they mostly up front, you generally see more up front stuff with them.
Are you in New Zealand very often?
No, not.
What is it called? I need it for my horse. He is 24 years old and he needs a chiropractor. Sorry, Mia, just clarify what you're asking.
So go to my
what it is.
therapies that I like. I like acupuncture. I like bone therapy, osteopathy. My version, Langeder release therapy. Whatever.
Tori, little mudbug. Oh, sorry, had you finished?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, cool. Sorry. That's tracking with what I'm feeling in the hips. Your material has tremendously helped my horses.
Sorry, mate. Watch out for this one. She's...
All right. Sorry for the mouthful. It's what I do. No worries, Laura. That's absolutely fine. What is this technique called? Oh, yeah, we did that. So, soft tissue therapy. With younger horses being trained and working on collection, what are your common areas you may see soreness in?
Oh, yeah, collection. Like, you know what? I mean, it takes a long time to develop the strength for that sort of stuff, right? And so neck and bum mostly, because they're they're learning to actually hold their own heads or carry themselves. It's Fiona. Fiona can't say anything because usually she swears, so she's not allowed to. She goes, fuck off.
And you see my injury?
Yeah, what happened?
Hit in the face with a twitch.
See? Oh, no. Seriously? Are you okay? You didn't twitch yourself.
3 stitches.
Oh, really?
3 stitches?
That bled like crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Shit.
What's the name of the book again? It's
Horses are
Job's...
dangerous people.
What is it? Job's what?
Job's body.
Job's body. JOB''S body. Is he just applying pressure? Someone asked as well how hard he's pressing. It's super light. Curious, what are the little thumbprints on that horse's shoulder? Is it muscular?
And it just back straight.
Christian, just before you do that,
Yes.
if you come around, can you come around this side? I think someone's asking about the markings on the shoulder.
Oh, this is the brand. Okay, so in Australian thoroughbreds, we still do brands. They're ice branded, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or
So it's ice branded. And what? Okay,
Yeah,
freeze branded. And so that's the year.
I think they're actually asking about
Oh,
these
that's an
and some of that
oh,
sucking.
okay, so so this horse is absolutely what they like to say in Australia, rock hard fit. Hey?
Ripped.
Sorry. As like ripped, rock hard fit,
Ripped.
right? So all these little things you see, this is probably like a really mild little injury from at some point it's bumped that. These are all actually normal. This thing is like the condition of this animal is like perfect as far as I'm concerned. The coat is incredible. All these little ripples that you're seeing is just because she is in
Shredded.
such, like ripped.
There you go.
Proper fit. Yeah, I think she's in incredible condition. This is like a beautiful horse, but that little one is like it looks like a bump, and so we got like I can see the marks. I can see it looks like it's been a scrape, like so it could have been like a nail in a barn or something like that. It's just a little nick, and it's caused that like tearing of the connective tissue. So this is like this is close to as you get to like seeing a horse with its skin off. You know, it's so
Western pleasure and loping. My mate gets sore in the glutes and stiff in
My
her
dear?
shoulders.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
Yeah. Sorry, stiff in the shoulders or what?
Sore in the glutes and stiff in the shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just going to be normal fitness, and I would expect. But if you're doing like Western pleasure and stuff, and you don't have your horse treated, have it treated because it could be compensating for something. It could be compensating for a saddle as well. Like in Western pleasure, you use a big saddle over the lead. So yeah, make sure you have your horse treated.
Would a horse kick out under saddle at the lope, but not while lunging at lope, be a pelvic issue? Is a horse that kicks out under saddle at the... Yeah, sorry, you got it?
Yeah, it could be a saddle issue, could be a gut issue, could be a muscular issue. That's the whole reason why I built my website thing, so you can actually check out things and check your own horse. So like there are so many different possibilities of that. Being able to do it is like, you know.
With younger horses being trained and working on collection, what are the common areas you may see soreness?
Yeah, again, we're talking about probably all through the neck, lower neck, maybe in the hyoid and also the bum.
And do you treat humans?
No. Only my wife and some friends occasionally, but no, not really. No. Cool. So, Drew, I think because we're going to be going through like the stable and we don't really want to be filming through the stable, or we're not allowed to film through anything, we might have to take a break and...
I can also do this.
Yeah.
Just film the ground. You want to stop it and start it again?
I don't know if people will still hang on to it as just like the ground going. Because
What are we talking, 10 minutes?
what time is it? We don't know what time it is.
Yeah, I can tell you what time it is.
Yep.
Hang on. Everyone, we're just trying to decide whether to stop and start again or whether you'll hang around while Christian gets a coffee and we drive
It's
across
just
the
writing
road.
notes, getting like doing all that sort of stuff.
I joked after what a nuisance it would be to come psycho, but won a Melbourne Cup. I joked after what a nuisance it would be. It would kick out at anything a psycho, but then it won a Melbourne Cup. Sorry, I've got to go back through the things. It's 8:30.
Okay, cool. Well, we're at the next place at 9 o'clock, but I've got to write notes. So we can just find out. I'm just going to sit and scribble some notes.
Let's see how we go. If I need to turn it off, I'll turn it off. Anyone can
And
still
just
ask
like
questions.
I said, I don't want to be walking through here.
Got it.
With people that are sensitive to a camera rolling.
Thumbprints in the neck area can always be classed as a birthmark as well.
Yeah, it's called a prophet's thumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Pucci also suggested.
What's that?
Pucci also
On that
suggested
horse
that, yes.
before? No, that was an injury.
Uh-huh.
So it wasn't a prophet's thumb. But yeah, like, you know, that's usually up higher in the neck. Just finding a quiet corner where I can write notes and this is good. Cool. Take a bucket, bro.
Take a bucket. Hello, beautiful horsies. Let's look at these horsies. Christian's going to do paperwork now. When do you refer to a vet?
When?
Yep.
When?
Yep.
Whenever I find anything that I think, relates to a muscle. Relates to it is not muscular and relates to a veterinary injury.
What age do you start a horse with chiro work?
Again, I'm not a chiropractor. I'm a soft tissue therapist, so I don't like cracking anything. You're gonna get a wheelbarrow. Just come through. You're fine.
Is there anything I can give my horse to eat that is good, more than good roughage?
So these are all questions. These are questions. I don't know much about feeding. So again, I don't give dietary advice. I don't give veterinary advice. I don't give saddle advice. I actually just make sure that if I've got a problem, can you just bring the bucket closer?
Yeah, I just figured that out.
Yeah. You can move the bucket. I don't give any of that sort of advice. Anything that's out of my realm, I'm very good at not doing. Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Let him do his paperwork. Yeah, we should really leave him alone.
No, that's fine. That's all right. But we're not. Anyway.
Just hesitant to stop the live and restart it because there's so many likes and so many presents from you guys.
I get that.
So awesome.
But if we're going to, like, you know...
And over 100 people, over 100 people watching. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
So
quite a
great. Thanks.
So anyway, so I'm just going to scribble. There was only really one that I was really concerned about.
Whoa. What is that? Thanks, Tori.
What was that?
People are sending all sorts of stuff that's awesome. Confetti, gifts.
Oh, you don't need to send gifts, but like all you need to do is just tap the like button. So
Amelia, go ahead with your question. Christian's going to do his paperwork,
Yeah.
and then we'll do your question. What is your question?
yes, go ahead with questions, please.
Amelia has just said, I have a question.
Yeah, cool. Go for them. So guys, we've had a look at 4 horses today at your else here. We're going to go to Alex Ray's and we'll be able to go again. It'll probably be different people. If you want, you can come back and like this. It's going to be again probably about an hour and a half or so at the next stable. We're probably going to I'm going to recommend that we take a break, that we jump off the live and jump back on, because we are going through areas where we're firstly not allowed to film because of the Victorian Racing Association, VRC. There are a lot of people that don't want cameras around. I'm very aware that we're trying to educate as many people around the world as possible about horse soreness and about like seeing what these stables look like and how amazing they are, and also the people in them. But we're also very aware that a lot of people that are in stables don't want to be filmed, like the vets, etc. So we've got to work in with those parameters. So I'm going to write notes. If you have any questions right now, I'm still very happy to answer any questions that we got. Aside from that, I just need to write notes about one horse. The rest of them,
We will come back. Thank you. That's awesome. And what do we got? Nia. Hi from Finland. And I've been following you for a very long time. Thank you.
Cool.
Clobo, do you do Gavin Bedgood's horses?
No, I used to. I worked with Gavin for a very long time. He's an amazing trainer out here at Cranbourne as well. Got a lot of respect for Gavin. He's going to be, as far as I'm concerned, he's going to be one of the big ones. He's going to be one of the big trainers. So no, I don't. Did for quite a while. So, but no, love his work, love his training. He's a really good guy.
Great work, Christian. We use your methods very effectively.
Oh, who's that and where?
That is user 2621487161749. Oh, it says Jeanette afterwards, so Jeanette. Amelia, my horse who is sweet and loving, but now has started to show some reaction every time I try to...
Yeah. ...
I guess we're going to... How long till we come back? When we shut it down, guys, will probably be like 20 minutes.
20 minutes max.
15, 20 minutes
so you
max.
can all go and have a snack, make a cup of tea, put a kettle on.
There's 2 up now. Right, okay, hang on. Start kicking and showing really odd signs also in his back.
Sorry?
My horse is so sweet and loving, but has now started to show some reaction every time I try to... I don't know if it's ride. Start kicking and showing really odd signs also on his back.
Hindgut. I'd expect you've got a hindgut issue. I think that when there's horses that are really sweet, if I go to people who are riding a horse and say, oh my God, my horse was really nice, all of a sudden I've got like this beast that's trying to get me off its back, then I usually go for hindgut first. So I do have things on my website of how to check the hindgut, and then either speak to your vet or just put them on. Here we put them on a thing called Equisure, which just alkalizes the gut so the lesions in the gut can heal. So it takes about 3 weeks or so, but that's what we usually do. Or we have B Complete as well, which is another one of the supplements that I like using. We've used it on everything from horses to animals at the zoo that I work with as well. So yeah, Cool. You keep asking questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you do Paddy Payne's horses?
No, he's too far away from me. I'm stuck kind of Mornington, Cranbourne. I do Geelong, but I'm stuck mostly around this area.
Hi from the UK. We need you out here. Thank you for the comment, Amelia. There's now 2 up. Yep, we did that. Can you post a link that I could send to some friends who'd love this live?
Oh, yeah.
You should be able to share the live. Michael? Is it Michael? Yeah. You should be able to share a live.
You know what, Michael? There should be a share the live button on the screen somewhere, and and if you can work it out on this one, and if you fuck it up, we're going to be here in 20 minutes starting a new live, and you'll be able to do it on that one.
There you go. Christian, do you have any horses? Right. Hang on. Let's first do this. Tori, who's so gifty. Thank you, Tori. So excited for your classes. I've been studying your methods and have over 70 horses a month that I treat.
Oh, well done.
The results have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so cool.
That's so awesome. Can you post a link?
So thank you for that comment. I love that. And I didn't do the stuff online necessarily to help therapists, but how cool is that it's helping you? I did it to help normal people, or also people that were in remote areas, because we're in Australia, we have a lot of people that are remote. And I did it also because I was getting a lot of inquiries around the world from having done a few little videos. So it makes it easier for me to teach people via video and do as much as possible to help and make a difference.
Do you think bad feet, like navicular cases, causes reoccurring muscle strains?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Anything through the feet is going to travel through the body.
Hello from Ireland. Hey, Farmer Tom.
Hey.
And thank you for joining us.
Oh, my God.
There we go. Everyone wants the accents.
Idiots.
What? That was perfect. Farmer Tom will tell you that was super accurate.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
What would you suggest doing to help a contracted digital flexor tendon?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll come back to that. I'll actually show you. So if it's a contracted tendon, the deep digital flexor, which is the forearm in here on them, right, is going to get tight. Is going to often get tight. So what I want you to do is I want you to just open up that, roll through the forearm with your thumb or with your fingers, because that particular one that's hanging onto that will get hot, or often get strained, and it'll start dehydrating the connective tissue between all the muscles. So you want to make sure that you keep that side nice and soft. But you got to make sure you keep working it as well, because they will eventually stretch a bit. You're going to get scar tissue, but you're also maybe always going to find that there's going to be a bit of a restriction. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's discomfort or pain, but you may get referral stuff down the back too. What's wrong, Drew? You're looking.
I'm just trying to decipher the question before I attempt to read it, so I don't sound like I'm mentally ill. The story of deep black-eyed horses, is it true that they're exceptionally great horse champions?
Oh, yeah, good question. I don't know. I think that the deep black-eyed ones are often, I would say the last one we treated today, she had that eye, that deep black eye, so that was Appleby. It is I'm very wary of them, they're very reactive, but look, I don't know. I love when people have things about big ears, big nostrils, different types of looks in the eye, all these different things to a horse having skill or being, I don't know, but I like the idea of it.
Pedro and Pal says, this has made me so aware of reactions when I'm brushing my horse. Thank you.
Exactly right. Absolutely. Yes. So they're the things that you like. So you can groom and massage by using a carry comb brushing. That's one thing people don't do enough, I don't think. You used to always have to groom your hair, groom your horse. And I know, I was watching the...
That horse is going out now.
I was watching the old Farlap movie last night, and I was watching they were actually grooming the horse just with a rag, and it's really interesting to see that if you would just use a rag and go over your horse, you would be opening lymphatic flow, rubbing the muscles, doing a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't see that sorts of stuff as much anymore, but it's just a really interesting thing.
Isaac and friends, why are you doing this to me? This sounds like a Danish pastry. I have a knabstrupe foal. Have you ever treated a knabstrupe?
No.
It's Knabstruper.
No, I haven't.
Let me know how badly I ruined that. Love your work. Thank you. Definitely has lots of pain throughout its back and with Contracted DFT.
If you deep digital flexor tendon, look. So the thing is, if you've ever got a horse that's like sore everywhere, you need a therapist. Get someone out just to treat everything. What that'll do is it'll get rid of all the secondary stuff, and then you've got the primary stuff that might still be hanging in. So at least you get rid of most of the puzzle, and so then you can actually determine what your primary issue is. But if you've got a horse that's sore everywhere, have it treated by someone, and most people will be able to just do a general treatment.
Wendy says change of scenery. I think Wendy's if you've just joined us, Wendy, you're saying that we're not in the studio where we normally do the lives from. You're absolutely correct. Oh, that's probably why you've just come on now. You've just missed actual horses. This is kind of boring, but we're going to be in front of absolute horses in a second.
So I'm going to shut us down.
I said Knappstruder perfectly. See, that's why I'm the accents guy. All right, go on, shut us down.
I'm going to shut us down. What time is it? We're going to be back in about 20 minutes. So what I've got to do is I've got to go through this stable, finish up everything here, write notes to Greg Urell, who's been amazing having us here. Thanks, Greg. So this is Greg Urell's stable. They're thoroughbreds racehorses at Cranbourne Racecourse. I'll do all this. I'll thank Greg, and then I'm going to grab a coffee. Then we're going to go off to Alex Ray's, which is another amazing stable that I work for. We're going to have some pretty interesting horses. We might even have a couple of their really good ones that we're going to have a look at. And so let's do that. So everyone, please go have a cuppa, do whatever you want to do. Come back in 20 minutes and we'll be doing a different stable, different horses. Load up your questions. Tell us where you're from. All that sort of stuff.